Now, get ready for the hottest podcast coming out of Dallas, Texas, with Sean Fox, K Boogie, and Cowboys Nikki. Stars talking Cowboys. Let's go!
Yo, here we go again, back up on the scene. Stars talking Cowboys, you know what I mean. The podcast, repping everything with silver and blue. Keeping it real, that's what they do. Let me tell you about the crew. Sean Fox, spitting facts. K Boogie's giving game. Nikki's got the stats, so of course she covers everything. It's showtime, so let's get to the biz. And that Stars talking Cowboys, yeah, you know what time it is. Yo, welcome back to another podcast episode of Stars Talking Cowboys, starring Sean Fox, K Boogie, and Cowboys Nikki is in the building.
You gonna dig this? Let's go.
What up? What up? What up, Cowboys fans? It's another week edition of Stars Talking Cowboys, featuring myself, Sean Fox. K Bookie and Nikki will be on just a few minutes. But we had an off week last week. Did you guys enjoy some football? I know I watched partial games, and actually was a lot of good games on this week. Can't really complain too much. I think the biggest thing that I took from this week is that I wasn't disappointed by the Cowboys this week. Some of the topics we're going to talk about when the others get on the show is Jerry Jones's comments today about the state of the team and Derrick Henry. And oh, wow, did Jerry put his foot in his mouth again. Talk about the injuries. There was a lot of injuries this week in the NFL. And those injuries just show you why it's so important for those guys to get their money, and we shouldn't be upset that those guys get their money, because they put their lives and their bodies on the line every time they go out on the football field. We'll talk about the state of the NFC East. The NFC East is somewhat competitive, even though the Giants don't have that great record. They're still they're not out of it. I mean, they're a bad, I'm not going to say they're a bad team, because they've had some decent games. They got a solid defense, but they're not completely out of it. Eagles, they're being the Eagles right now. Look like they had some injuries earlier. They got some of their players back. And, they're looking okay. And then Washington, Washington is, they're doing their thing right now. I think their little young quarterback got hurt. They're supposed to be spotlighted on national TV with the Bears this weekend. So we'll see how Washington do it. And, of course, the Cowboys. We're 3-3. We're sitting at 500. Believe we're a game out. We had a bye week, so we're not too far out. What's up, hey Boogie?
What's going on,
here, man?
Sorry for the lateness, brother.
Nah, man, it's we could be on CP time sometime.
I guess. You talking about them Commodores? What were you talking about them Commodores?
Of course.
You talking about them Commodores?
Well, I was talking about the NFC East in general. NFC,
okay.
Being 3-3, we're not out of the thick of things. So,
not at all. I mean, we in the thick of things, to be honest with you. I mean, the first 6 games that we had, look at who we played. We played 2 of the best teams in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it can only go up from here, my brother. It can only go up from here. And that's what I be telling everybody. I say we played the Lions and the Ravens, 2 of the best teams in the NFL right now. So hey, we got there's room for improvement. But don't tell your owner that though. Don't tell Jerry that.
Oh, we'll definitely back. We'll definitely get on that subject once Nikki gets on here. I got it all queued up and waiting to roll when he gets on here. But
football is horrible. Not that horrible. We 3-3. We 500 right now. Everybody think we was gonna be what 5-1, or is it the way we played? John, what up, play cousin?
I think it's more so the way we played. You know, we played pretty bad. Let's just keep it 100.
Yeah.
We
Our
played pretty
defense
bad.
played pretty bad too. The defense played pretty bad, and we can't run the ball. That's one thing that, watching a lot of these games, especially when we had a bye week, you see some of the really good teams. They can run the ball. They're balanced on offense. They give their defense rest when the time is necessary. So I'm saying to myself, if Jerry can't see what's going on, and we can see what's going on, something's not right. Something's not right.
Well, it looks like the NFL has shifted. It shifted back to the running game. The running game and good defense. Whereas a few years ago, let's say about 4 years ago, it was all about the pass. But now the teams that are winning actually have a solid running game. And if you even want to be even more specific, the teams that are winning have 2 good running backs and a good offensive line on their team. So we got to get up with the times, and Jerry has got to realize that, or Jerry and Steven have got to realize that, it's time to get back to the basics, And like I said, we'll cue up Jerry's a portion of Jerry's interview in just a moment. What's up, Nick? Nick?
She's on me. What up, Nick?
Yeah, she be on, man. She
getting that scowl ready.
She got to make her grand entrance.
Hey, y'all.
What's up? What's going on?
Nothing much. What's up?
She put somebody
in the chokehold.
You. Oh.
She got somebody in the chokehold already. That's what it is. Nikki don't want to show who she got in the chokehold yet.
Nah, I'll be here in just a minute. Y'all carry on. I had to plug my laptop and stuff up. I didn't realize it wasn't charged. So I'm about hold on. The same shit every year. Cowboy fans need to work out the games to make Jerry do something for the team instead of the pockets. Okay. Yeah. Well, at least he ain't say what I thought he was gonna say.
No, we've been good this week so far. We've been
Everybody
good.
Been good. That is so good.
Yeah, because we didn't play this weekend and we didn't get embarrassed. That's what it is.
Man, I'm so tired of being embarrassed.
Cool. Hey, we all are, but Jerry. He's the only one, as you can see. Look at the game last night. Look at the Ravens. They played slow. They came out slow, and then all of a sudden they just put it in overdrive, and here they go. And who's there? Mr. Henry. Lamar Jackson, them two together, man, it's going to be woof. Come playoff time, if they can keep that help together on the team and reduce some of those penalties, they're going to be a hard out in the AFC.
They're going to be a hard out in general.
I was like, man, I said the refs had to slow them down last night. I wonder why these refs calling a lot of penalties, though. That's another thing. If you watch a lot of the games, too, the refs are calling a lot of penalties this year. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's an emphasis on calling certain holding penalties or legal formation penalties. I don't know what it is. They're calling a lot of penalties this year.
Yeah. Yeah, bad. Yeah, but that's how it is. They at the beginning of each season, the refs are told to put more emphasis on this. The refs are told to put more emphasis on that. Then once the season progresses, they kind of back off just a little bit. But they want to put their stamp on it at the beginning of the season. So that's why you see so many penalties.
Hey, Cooley, what's up, Cool? But you got to understand, too, when Evans went down, that changed the whole complexion of the game. When Evans went out the game, it changed the whole complexion of what was going on. When Baker threw that interception in the end zone, because Evans wasn't in the game, that changed the whole complexion of the game as well. Evans is a Hall of Fame wide receiver, and he's their basically number one wide receiver. I mean, if CD went down, just imagine if CD went down, we would be in a whole lot of trouble if CD went down. I'm praying
Yeah.
that doesn't happen.
Well, I think the biggest thing for us is that we don't have enough weapons.
That too.
We just don't. I mean, look at
Or
San
speed.
Francisco. Yeah, yeah, and speed, but yeah, but look at San Francisco now that all their weapons are going down.
And you know what? This is why I was telling some individuals earlier today. I said this is a good get right game for us because San Francisco is depleted on offense. I mean, yeah, they're gonna run the ball, but still, we should be able to put up some points on them. Their defense is not formidable like that, where we can't put up any points on them. We should be able. This should be a get right game for us this weekend. It should be.
It should be, coming off a bye, going up against a wounded team. But is it going to get in their psyche? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be a situation where we're saying we can't beat this team, and it's going to get in their heads? That's the only concern I get.
That's a good point.
I got. Because there's just sometimes that you just can't beat teams. I remember those formidable Colts teams back in the day with Peyton Manning, and they just couldn't get past New England. And I remember that when they finally did, Peyton Manning damn near cried.
Hey, that's like when Steve Young couldn't beat us back in the 90s. Same thing. So we're going to have to reverse the curse. Oh, man. We're going to have to.
What's up, John? We got fans on our show from Italy. We appreciate it. Make sure you share our show out there, bro.
Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Thank you. Okay, now what's going on? What we talking about?
All right, we're gonna play just a little bit of a little clip from Jerry's interview today, because I know this has been a big topic today. Whoops. Oh. Nope, we won't. Oh, what happened? We got some production problems over here. I gotta bring them. I gotta change some stuff around. We got some production problems going on here. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I got it now. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I know Jerry petty, though. Jerry stayed petty. Jerry stays petty, man.
The thing, the thing with Jerry is he doesn't want. He's so bad. Will never ever admit when he messed up. He will never admit that. He doesn't want that on his back. He only wants the praise. So when something good happens, so it can always be followed on him and say that, oh, I did this, I made this, I did this exchange, I did this, I did that. He never wants to take accountability for the wrong things that he does. And this is part of the reason why we are 30 years right now behind not winning. While every year our team doesn't improve to get us to the next hump that we should be at, because he never wants to own his faults. If he would sit up for once and sit down and just take a look in the mirror and take a look at himself and see how things was done back then versus to now, with him doing the things he doing now, it should light up a bulb in his head to say, you know what, I am the problem. I need to do something better. I owe the fans more than what I have been giving them. Because it's not even about, at some point in a time, yes, the players play, and I understand that Jerry's not the one out there on the field playing and making the plays. It's up to the players to get out there, do what they're supposed to do. I get that. But at the end of the day, like I always say, and I'm gonna keep saying, things start at the top. How your energy, how you show up to a game, how you show up at practice, whether it's a real game, a preseason game, whatever it is, how you show up is a representation of your owner, your GM, and your coaches. Yes, it's and of yourself. But if they have an owner, a GM, and coaches that's pushing for more out of them, and that's not accepting the bare minimum just because they play for the Dallas Cowboys, it probably it probably wouldn't even we probably would have been over this hump. But it's because everybody come here, Jerry sells the brand to them. He don't sell the team. He don't sell what he want them and what he expect for them to do when they sign on the dotted line. He sells the brand to them. Well, you know if you're a Cowboy, you know you'll be in primetime games at least 6, 7 times. You know if you're a Cowboy, you know I can get you 2, 3 commercials. You know if you're a Cowboys, you know that they'll call you to interview you and have you on the show quicker than they will have anybody else on the show. You know what I'm saying? So it's the culture. It's what we've been saying for years, that that's where it starts at. And I do understand that you pay players to play, but you have to still go out there and you have your first level tier players, you have your second tier players, you have your third, your fourth, your fifth level tier players. But sometimes in those fourth and fifth level tier players, that's where you find your star. That's where you find some of your stars at. But you can't find those stars because everybody coming in wanting to be a star, because they already figured, because they got the star on their helmet, that they already a star, and they're not being held accountable. They're not being held accountable for nothing. The coaches are not being held accountable. Why? Because he keep the same coaches with the same stuff and getting the same results for years and years and years and years and years and years, because they gonna do what he say do. Let him interfere, let him say the stuff he want to say. Jerry is, I don't know how many times we say this, Jerry is the only owner slash GM that goes on a freaking radio show every week. He's the only owner GM that after a game is the first person to talk and tell you what went wrong in the game. He's the first person to tell you what player is not going to play this game, what player is going to sit out this game, or where the player is at for as getting ready to come back to play. He the only GM that does this. Anytime you hear these things from about a team, you hear it from the coach. It's the coach. It's never the GM or the owner. We be knowing before Mike McCarthy tell us, because Jerry didn't set up there and said it. Well, he closer to coming back, so we'll see how he does in practice. Why you even at practice? For what? What are you there
Don't
for?
it, don't his office overlook the practice field?
He don't need to be there. Find some new office hours.
But here's the problem, though. He's been doing this for years, though. Even when
And,
Jerry was here, he was doing
and that's the problem, though. That's what
it.
I'm saying. That's the problem. But at some point, somebody else other than the fans saying it, the radio host saying it, the TV saying it got to start from within him, with his family, with his own people, starting with Steven, starting with Jerry Jr., starting with Charlotte. Somebody got to make him take accountability for the stuff that he do. You get on the radio, you say the stupid stuff, you make us look even worse than what we already look. Because what you said today about not getting hearing just made you look even dumber. But anyway, carry on. That's my rant.
Well, the only thing that Jerry did say that was good, that was true, was that we have a bad concept, and we actually do. So that's the only thing that he did say, that we can say, okay, that this man is telling the truth about something.
That
See,
man
but
in the
here's the
last
thing, though.
days.
So for the last 3 years, we were 12-5. So now all of a sudden, we have a bad concept. See, that's my point. That's the thing about Jerry. So now all of a sudden, we was 12-5. Now all of a sudden, because we're 3-3 at this particular point in the season, now we have bad concepts. Or you just basically pulling back the layers on the onion and find out that this man lied to you during the interview process about him being an analytical genius. And now you just finding out what's going on. Is that what you're doing now, Jerry? But you're not going to say anything. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, but I think about it, it's even more than that. I think that over these last 3 seasons, we were able to play complementary football. If our offense did good, our defense stepped up. If our defense did good, I mean, if the offense played bad, vice versa. You know what I'm trying to say, shit. But point being is that we're playing bad on both sides of the ball right now. That I haven't seen that, last year and the year before that, our defense was creating turnovers, giving the offense short fields to play on, and we was able to score. Well, the defense isn't giving us no turnovers. The offense is moving the ball, but we don't have that red zone threat. And we're forcing the ball to CD every time we get down there. And this is not an excuse, but that's why we're Dak is throwing interceptions, because we're forcing it to CD down there. When you have a tight end that has been doing pretty good in the middle of the field, utilizing him. I didn't understand why a couple of weeks ago, I forgot which game it was, but you brought Zeke in for short yardage and goal line situations, but you didn't play. It's, and we've been saying for years, whether we were winning or not, that the concepts were bad. We've been saying that for years. That McCarthy, his West Coast, or what is it called, Cowboy Coast? What do you call it?
Cowboy,
Texas
whatever.
Coast.
Cowboy
Texas Coast.
Texas
Yeah,
Coast.
Texas Coast.
This Texas Coast offense is horrible.
Aaron Rodgers said that before, and we didn't listen to him. Aaron Rodgers said his stuff is outdated, antiquated, just have to go. There's no creativity with our offense at all. It's so bland. It's so bland. And that's why I'm saying Jerry probably figured out now that, hey, listen, you know what? Maybe I hired the wrong coach. That's probably I don't know why he didn't basically give us another wide receiver, another running back, another defensive tackle, or whatever. I'm saying to myself, Jerry, this is your team. You don't want to be embarrassed on national television. So why not add talent? There's got to be a reason why. It's not about the salary cap either. It's not about the salary cap. Think about that. It's not about the salary cap. It's like he's setting up the Cowboys and the fans to fail this year by not adding adequate talent on his team. Something's definitely not right with him, or he figured out Mike McCarthy is not the right candidate, so why improve the team? That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe he's saying, forget about it. You know what? This is a lame duck year. We're gonna take an L because I don't believe in Mike McCarthy, and I'm not gonna add any more talent. Could that be one of the
I think.
reasons?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think he kind of looking at it like, we're gonna go ahead and rebuild for real next year. We're gonna let Mike and whoever else contract up gonna leave, and then we'll make a real run at some talent next year.
This is crazy because every time Derrick Henry goes over 100 yards, 2
Oh my
touchdowns,
God.
they bring up the Cowboys, they bring up Jerry Jones every week. So I'm saying to myself, damn, we got to hear this every time that Henry goes off. Every time we got to hear it. We got to hear it. They don't even talk about Pollard. Pollard also is producing pretty well, to be honest, with the Tennessee Titans. But everybody's talking about damn Henry because Henry lives in Dallas, and that was such an easy pickup for us.
Yeah, I mean, he was big in Dallas to sign him.
That was crazy. So that's why I'm coming to the realization that Jerry's probably like, you know what? I'm not going to fire Mike right now. Mike done tricked me. So I'm going to make him suffer just like everybody else right now. And that's not fair to us. Think about it. That's not fair to us as fans because we're on the front line. Every time the Cowboys lose, my inbox is crazy. My phone goes crazy. My cousin's calling me talking trash. It's like, yo, Jerry, the fans are on the front line, not you, because you in your glass house chilling. It's the fans. We go through the heartache. We go to people coming at us. And then we have to find answers. They need to interview us instead of Jerry. To be honest with you, they need to because we're the ones on the front line. Think about it. Fox, you go to work. You know what I'm saying? What the first thing is say, oh, man, I feel sorry for y'all. The Lions just tore y'all up. You know what I'm saying? I go to the barbershop. Yo, what's up with that Prescott and these interceptions in the red zone, bro? Nikki get on basically, Facebook and tearing everybody up. Like Mr. Cowboy guy is showing like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Everybody coming in. Oh, what's up with that? What's up with your running game? What's up with you? Y'all can't stop the run. You can't run. What y'all doing? We're the ones on the front line, right? They're getting beat up, not Jerry at the end of the day. So they need to be interviewing us. Think about that. Because I see what Nikki goes through, and I'm like, damn, this is what we're doing? This is
But crazy. I tell you what, though, I don't feel sorry for Nikki, though.
I feel sorry for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for them. I say, y'all about to open up a volcano. Y'all going about to turn it up. Y'all keep it up. Crazy.
Well, but I on the flip side, I do think that, us as fans, our dedication is why we catch some of the slack that we do. Is because we're so dedicated to our teams. I definitely don't think that is malice on most people's part. I think more so we catch it because people know that we love our teams. I mean, it is what it is.
And think about it, not to cut you off, Foxy, but for years, if the Cowboys been killing teams, and all of a sudden when the Cowboys are not doing as well as they should, here come everybody else. Because the little brother finally caught up to big brother. That's what it feels like most of the time. Like, little brother finally caught up to big brother, and now I'm going to rub your face in. That's what it feels like. It's crazy.
Yeah, we said that at the beginning of the show, Wayne, that the NFC East is still wide open. So, and I know one thing that I want to say, and everybody's talking about we need to trade for this person, we need to trade for that. Trading for one or two players is not going to help this team. There is not one player that we can go out there and say, if we bring him in, it's gonna make us go to the Super Bowl. if that player, right. If that player is out there, let me know.
Well, you know who the flavor of the month is right now, right? Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett. I don't know that Miles Garrett would improve our chances greatly.
Everybody want Miles Garrett now. 2 first round, 2 second rounds. They want Miles Garrett right now, brother.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be so. Look at all the contracts that we're gonna give up. It's gonna expire this year. We're in essence, we're in a soft rebuild. We got to go ahead and admit it. We're in a soft rebuild.
And yeah, that's what it is. We're in a soft rebuild. That's all. We just need to be strong this year, and hopefully Jerry go all in for real. Next off season.
You say
yeah,
be
dude,
strong. I got my seatbelt on extra tight.
yeah, just be strong. Just be
That
strong this year.
turbulence
We
about
might
to
have to be
come.
humble. Yeah.
Let me ask you all a question though. But what's gonna happen when we beat the 49ers on Sunday night? What's gonna happen then?
We're gonna be Super Bowl contenders again.
Y'all know
Just like we
exactly. If
was
we
after
beat
week
the
1.
49ers on Sunday night, because we 3-0 on the road,
Yeah.
right? We 3-0 on the road. 49ers are banged up on offense. Got some some defensive players are not playing up to par. And if we beat them, the tables are going to turn so quickly. Oh my God, the Cowboys are showing life. They come out to buy, and look what happened. And then,
I don't really think that's going to be a narrative because San Francisco's a beat up team. They're beat up right now. They got a lot of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that. I think the narrative is going to be the Cowboys are good enough to beat bad teams. I think that's the narrative that we're going to get.
Well, we was missing six
you
players
could be
though.
right about that.
We was missing 6 players though.
It doesn't matter whether we miss the 6 players. That's not an excuse a Cowboys fan can use.
Really?
Am I lying?
You're right.
Nah, you're not lying. You're not lying at all.
But we can't. But everybody else.
Nobody cared that half the defense was out against Detroit last week. Nobody cared.
Yeah, we can't use that.
But we can't. But we stumped San Francisco. First thing they're gonna say is, "Oh, so and so was out." But you didn't. But you couldn't nothing about that last week when we had half the defense out.
Exactly. They gonna say that too.
I mean, you're right about that, Kelly. Yeah, but they weren't a beat up team. They weren't a beat up. They didn't have a.
They just was
when
missing
they played
the cornerback.
us.
They were just missing the cornerback. I believe that was it. Kamara had a field day on us. Oh, he'll win.
So why you didn't like that statement? I thought we said something true. I thought we said that. All right, as Cowboy fans, we can't use that as an excuse. I thought that was the truest statement I could possibly make.
Well, Philly got mollywopped against the Bucks. They had half their team was out too. So what happens?
It's just the parody of the NFL. Let's just keep it 100. It's the parody. The NFL is evened out. The playing field has evened out. Small market teams are good now.
But to be honest with you, who's really a small market team though? Think about it. Who's really a small market team?
You got Kansas City is a small market in the grand scheme of things. Think about it.
It is. Yeah.
Baltimore is a small market.
Yeah. They say that, but I know every market's not like New York, LA, Miami, and what have you, but Baltimore has a strong baseball team. They have a basketball team, if you count the Washington basketball team, and baseball. So I don't know. I don't know about calling them a small market team now. Green Bay is not a small market team either.
Nah,
they have a baseball
I would say
team.
Green Bay. Yeah.
They have baseball, they have basketball, and professional football. So how are they small market? That's my thing. They're just not as big as New York. But that doesn't mean they're a small market. New York and LA just totally mega cities and what have you. But why are they considered small market when they have 3 sports teams?
Now, Indiana has 3 sports teams, but they got 2. They don't have 3, they have 2. They're a small market. It's just that's a good answer. It's based on the media coverage.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We know these teams because we're football fans. Like I said, Buffalo, very small. Yeah, Buffalo is not a big market. So it's just more so of I think the salary cap has really evened things out, and we don't have an owner GM that can manipulate the salary cap like some of these other teams. It's just, it is what it is.
Well, also, who has an 82-year-old GM? We the only team that has an 82-year-old GM.
That's
Think about
refusing to
that
step
for a
down.
second. Think about that. We're the only team that has an 82-year-old GM.
Thus, why we have a recycled head coach. All the teams that are winning, with the exception of Kansas City and Baltimore, they have all these young guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry gonna have to do something quick, or he might have to basically wait for him to get sick, and we're not wishing that on anybody because he has a family. But that happened to George Steinbrenner. As George Steinbrenner got older, you got sick. Al Davis, the same thing.
But Steven is worse than Jerry.
Well, we don't know how Steven's going to act without his father in control, though, because we thought the same thing about Hal Steinbrenner and his brother. We thought they were going to be like George Steinbrenner, but after years, not so much. Same thing with Al Davis' son. So we don't know. He might be a little bit more proactive in doing certain things because he's a little younger, maybe. I don't know. We won't know until Jerry steps away, though. Sometimes when your father is influencing you, you can't think for yourself because you always have your father over you. So it's different when your father takes a step back and lets you do your thing.
Okay, what happened to the Raiders then? Al Davis passed away. His son ain't done nothing since then either.
Shit, we gonna run Jerry for that.
I'm really just talking.
I get you. The Bus family, the Lakers, the Bus family, they went through some turmoil as well until the sister Jenny had to take over. So maybe this daughter has to take over the Cowboys. Who knows? I don't know.
So, Jerome, what you think about the dumb shit that Jerry said today?
Talk about Derrick Henry. We don't know if he had that career over here.
I told you he the greatest mumble rapper of all time. I told y'all Jerry's the greatest mumble rapper of all time.
Oh, I'm like, Jerry, shut up. Just shut up, Jerry. Like you proving all our points for us. Just shut up. Like, and to be honest, that's not the style of offense that Baltimore runs. They don't normally get in the eye and hand the ball off with a fullback. But hey, we got a 250-pound running back that's fast as hell. So let's line up in the eye and put him in the position. That's called coaching.
Exactly.
So we don't know. So we don't know nothing about because our own GM want to be the coach too.
It don't matter what offensive line Henry's behind. When he's running downhill, ain't nobody trying to tackle him.
Ain't nobody. Don't nobody want to get in front of him.
Debo. They need to call him Debo for real.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, nobody trying to tackle him.
What I was watching one of their games, and one announcer said that the defender was making career decisions. I'm not tackling
career
him.
Decisions.
Yeah, not business, but career decisions.
Career decisions. Hey, did y'all see the picture of his face when somebody got a picture? Dude, can you imagine somebody at 250 that fast coming at you looking like that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down. And like I tried to tackle him.
You can't even trip him.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull a digs on him.
Man.
Oh, y'all going to digs? Oh my God. I don't know what was wrong with Diggs. Why he didn't want to tackle, but I'm just saying.
He didn't want none of that. Nah, Diggs didn't want none of that.
Like I said, they making career business decisions.
Oh man. I just wish we had a running game. You know what I'm saying? I just wish we had a running game. I don't care if it was him or Pollard or Saquon or whoever, Jones, even Jones from Minnesota's doing well. I would just wish we had a running game. More balanced.
Oh my God! Is New York not looking stupid now?
Oh, how dumb do they look?
Hey,
right.
Falls on the GM. They went and paid Danny Crimes. Why did they pay Danny Crimes all that money, knowing that Saquon is the reason why y'all were winning and going to the playoffs at the time? But y'all wanted to sign Danny Crimes. They wanted to sign him.
And now he benched. Now you look at him on the bench.
He was crying too. He was like, "Why you bench me?
$40 million to sit on the bench."
Well, y'all
meanwhile, Saquon is declining his career high, so the young dudes can run out, take their turn running all over you.
You know, I as bad as I want to give an Eagles franchise some type of credit, wasn't that you know, an admirable thing that he did?
It was classy. And that's something we don't associate with Philly very often, but
I know,
it was
right?
Classy.
Saquon is classy. I respect Saquon. I respect him. He's a classy dude. You know how them Eagle fans are, boy. Woo! I give it up to Saquon, though. Saquon was like, nah, that's all right. I don't want to embarrass him too much. They already embarrassed enough.
Yeah, he a better man than me. You say, I'm
right.
13 yards. Let me get about 30.
Because then, you know,
you don't want him to get hurt trying to eclipse that record. Too, you know what I'm saying?
Make sure I get
but the way he was running the other day, I wouldn't even worried about it.
Yeah, he was on the mission.
He was. I saw that. I said, "Whoop!" When he was breaking those long runs, I said, "Oh, it's about to be some trouble in the MetLife Stadium tonight." I don't think MetLife Insurance is going to help the Giants today because they about to get whooped. They couldn't block either. The offensive line, because they were missing their starter, couldn't block. Philly had like 8 sacks. I said, "Oh man, this is terrible." They was over. That's right. Oh my. That's crazy.
So I'm read Daryl's comment. He said, "We never stick to the run. We're a passing team, and it's hard to run the ball when you're playing behind every down game." Well, what running game can we produce?
We ain't got a running game. None. 0. I'm glad you put that on the screen. The Lions was down, what was it, 14-0, 17-0, and they continued to run the ball because they have 2 quality backs. We barely have a half a back. Think about that, though, Darryl. We barely have a half a back. The Lions was down, and they kept running the ball still. I don't believe that when you get down by 14 points, you just have to be pass happy. No, you still have to run the ball. We just can't run the ball because we don't have adequate running backs. Think about it. All the good teams in the NFL, they have 2 good running backs. 2. I don't know about the offensive line thing either. I don't know about that. There's some holes there.
I think sitting Tyler Guyton was a mistake. I do. I believe sitting Tyler Guyton and letting Tyler Smith and Bass start. I think that was a mistake. I think a lot of people got fooled in the Pittsburgh game when number 51 went out, right? And they were dominating the bag up over there. So, but before that, you know, Tyler Guyton was getting old boy problems over there, you know. So, I think Guyton belongs at left tackle. He's the best left tackle you got.
But Darryl, again, who's going to run the ball? Who's running the ball?
Rico can tote it. Yeah.
He can tote it, but he's not like a quality back like Detroit has or the 49ers have. That's what I'm talking about. We need a quality back. Why isn't Cook basically active? If Cook is not active during the 49er game, I'm going to be really upset because nobody knows what he looks like right now. Or is that Jerry saying that I don't want to be proven wrong because of the running back room, and if Cook come out and running, he's going to make me look bad? You know what I'm saying? Think about that for a second, because that's Jerry Jones went and re-signed Zeke and say, "Oh, Rico's capable." Come on, if you have a capable running back back there, you keep running the ball. I don't think we have a capable running back. That's just me. We need to have Cook run the ball. I want Cook active for the 49er game. We don't even know what he looks like. We don't even know if he's in shape or not. He should be now. This is the 7th game of the season, and we were coming back from a bye.
Yep.
Something not right. Nah, Zeke.
Yeah, but
I'd
give Zeke the ball in short yardage. I'd give Zeke the ball in 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, stuff like that.
He
He's
gonna
not
get 2 yards.
Yeah, or put him in there on obvious passing situations where you need an extra blocker. Those are what I would use Zeke as, but I wouldn't start Zeke, and I definitely wouldn't. Zeke wouldn't be getting 10 carries a game.
The funny thing is, I think he's younger than Henry.
Yeah, but look what he did. Yeah, but look at what Zeke did though. His first 3 or 4 years in the league, he was averaging. Look at how many carries he averaged when he first got to the league.
Yeah, we ran Zeke in the ground, man.
Nah, we did.
We ran Zeke in the ground. But him and Henry came out the same year, didn't?
Yeah, they did, because I wanted Ramsey first and then draft Henry in the 2nd round.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I wanted the Cowboys to do. I wanted, because I was the president of the Ramsey fan club back then, boy. I was like, we get Ramsey and then we get Henry in the 2nd round. Jerry Jones had other plans, unfortunately. And Henry's still running to this day. Ramsey's still playing at an elite level. So, I mean, I don't know. Did he say Deuce? Did I see Deuce's name?
Yeah, he said Deuce.
Nah, Deuce is too little. Deuce is Deuce is little. Deuce is too little. He's basically more of a kickoff punt return specialist, like David Mega used to be.
It says give. He's more of a he's more of a in my opinion, he's more of a gadget back. He feels not like a speedy gadget back, but he's at tweener between a fullback and a tight end.
Like an H-back.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But Hunter make plays though.
He's effective though now. He's effective. You need to do something different. We need to try something and do something differently than what we've been doing, especially in the red zone. Turning over the ball in the red zone is basically, hey, everybody knows who we going to in the red zone. Change it up a little bit. Like, why not put Zeke? If you're going to put him in the inside, let him run basically an out route to the corner or something else. Don't put him on the outside. Do something different with him. Throw a screen. Do something. It's the same concepts, though. It's the same concepts. Everybody knows, they're going to CD. What did Detroit Lions say? If we stop CD, we're going to stop the Cowboys. That's exactly what they said on the podcast. They said, our game plan was to stop Zeke. To stop CD Lamb. That was what they did. That's exactly what they did.
But every team knows that. And they come out after every game and say that. So you would think Mike McCarthy would take heed to that and say, okay, this is what they're doing. I mean, he was here when it happened with Cooper. Stop Cooper, you stop the Cowboys. Before we even got Lamb.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. You stop Cooper, you stop the Cowboys. Now you stop Lamb, you stop the Cowboys. So that falls on coaching. That falls on not knowing your team. That falls on not having a game plan ready for the next game plan. It shows lack of coaching. It shows lack of film study. It shows lack of not even knowing the other players on your team identity, to who you can use, who you can move around, who you can help take the pressure off of just CeeDee Lamb. Everybody knows that if Dak is in a crunch or a bind, he's gonna look for CeeDee Lamb. They know that. Everybody know that. He can't do the same thing.
But also, CD got to take advantage of every opportunity.
Right.
There's a few times where I done seen we done seen CD drop passes where the ball had hit his hand. Or let's talk about Troy Aikman's comment. Troy Aikman spoke the truth.
Oh, he did. He did. Nothing he said was a lie. Nothing he said was a lie. And I mean, why would you get mad at Troy Aikman for what he said?
And then Mike McCarthy's ass gonna come out and say that he didn't. In essence he said he didn't respect that comment. Come on now, Troy does just not the fact that he was a Super Bowl winning quarterback. he was a true leader of the team. But he's
Mm-hmm.
an analyst that watches every single, he does multiple games a year. So he does seen every team in the NFL. He done seen good teams, he done seen bad teams. One of his job as an analyst is to study teams. And if he says that our team is running our but heck, he just said what we've been saying for a couple of seasons too. Our route
Mm-hmm.
concepts are horrible.
Yep.
They are absolutely horrible.
That's why
I've
we
seen,
need a new
yeah,
coach.
I've seen high school football teams that have better route concepts than us. So you're going to throw interceptions as a quarterback if you got two receivers in the same area. The mesh,
Mm-hmm.
the mesh teams know how to defend the mesh concept now.
Something got to give though. Someone has to give. So was Kellen Moore really that bad?
We got Kellen Moore 2.0 on our sideline.
Well, I'm gonna say this about Kelly Moore. Now, at least we were putting up points. Now he got a little cute, not wanting to run the ball, but at least we were putting up points. At least we was putting up 30 points a game. So we ain't even doing that now.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, and we was putting up, yeah, but for me with Kellen Moore, only issue I had with Kellen Moore was, even though we were putting up 30 points a game, when we got into games that really mattered, we wasn't putting up those points. When
Yeah.
we got into games that we really needed to put 30 points up, we wasn't. Say, take for instance the playoff games.
Mm-hmm.
We wasn't putting the points up like we should have. When we were in games that mattered the most. For me, I'm just tired of the being the on the back of just saying, you know, we can't be good teams. You know, that's my stigma. I'm tired of the concept. I'm tired of hearing we can't be good teams. And until they do it, ain't nothing we could do about it. We can't get mad about it because that's what it looks like. That's what it looked like year after year after year after year. That's what it looks like. And if you look at uh Mike McCarthy, even though he had a winning year and he went to the Super Bowl and he won, he didn't win. Looking at his coaching, he didn't win that because of him being a good coach. He won it because of the players he had.
Mm-hmm.
He won it because at the time he had an Aaron Rodgers that was the best in the league, you know, at the
And they had
time,
he had a defense also.
and they had a defense.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't. He didn't. If you're looking at him now, there's no way he could tell me that he game planned for them to win games. There's no way he could tell me that. Ain't no way because you can't tell me that every player is coming out this locker room saying that they didn't have a good week of practice. Every player is coming out this locker room saying they didn't really do much film study or they didn't look at much tape. All of your and this I could see if this was coming from just your top players, then you could say, oh, they just being lazy or they just saying this is to cop out. But when you got players that don't even really play, when you putting Wanye Thomas in to run punts and returns, come on, man. When this boy over here getting burnt, boot getting I mean getting ate up.
Mm.
But Thomas, who could possibly be one of your breakout players, and is a good player and got ball skills, you're not playing him properly because of politics.
Yeah.
It's politics. It's because Jerry is going in here telling you who gonna play, when they gonna play, how many gonna this. Dad said this. They dictate who get the ball, how many times one person get the ball. If you start giving the ball to this person this many times and the other person not getting this ball, Jerry got a problem with that because Jerry feel like he paying them X amount of dollars to get the ball. So you need to get the ball. And this is when you start seeing the forced balls by that.
And
It's
that's
when you
what
start
happened.
seeing them
Yeah,
force balls.
that's what happened a couple weeks ago when CD had a little blow up on the sideline and on that game. And the next week, we forced the ball to CD. We put him in the backfield. You know, we did everything to satisfy him. You know, we got to stop that.
And he still went on the sideline and act the clown.
But didn't Jerry say when they signed CD, we should be getting CD the ball 12 to 15 times a game? Wasn't that one of the comments that he said after he signed CD?
Hmm.
I
So
don't
I
doubt
mean,
that he gets. I
And
don't
right,
doubt that he. Yeah, I don't doubt that he should get. You know, the targets maybe. But if you put CD in the backfield, what do you think the first thing the defense is going to do?
he running the ball.
You put CD in the backfield. Where's the ball going to?
right.
I think that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about.
Yeah. No one is not saying that CD is your top wide receiver and you're paying him top wide receiver money. So yes, you should get the ball to him more. But it's gonna be times that you have to take what the defense give you. It's gonna be times that CD is not gonna be the main. He ain't gonna be the one to get the ball the whole game. And that was what one of the things that was good about Dak at one point in time, that he liked to spread the ball around. He didn't like to
Mm-hmm.
be confined that he had to go to one particular person. He was a confident. He had more confidence when he could spread the ball around. But when you forcing him to try to get the ball to your $35 million wide receiver, and your $35 million wide receiver is not getting separation, when your other wide receivers are not getting separation, we are ranked 31 in the league. Out of 32 teams, but we are ranked 31 in the league where receivers getting separation. Who responsible for that? Who responsible for that? That's coaching. That's your wide
Yeah,
receivers
Mm-hmm.
coaches. That's coaching. That's you as a player thinking that just because you making the star money, you don't have to do the extra work. You don't have to put the extra time in. They've been out for all this week. I don't even know what they did this week. Besides that, got engaged. I don't know what they
Well,
did. I don't know where
hopefully
they
they were
went.
practicing.
I don't know. I mean, that's what we hope. I hope. I hope we don't go to San Francisco and then we get another press conference. We didn't have a good week at practice because that excuse is done. How long y'all gonna keep saying y'all didn't have a good week at practice? If y'all don't know how to practice, then maybe we need to go out here to Duncanville High and Allen High and go get some of these high school players to come on up here and play.
Man.
If that's the case, if y'all millionaires is not gonna show up and do y'all jobs, at the end of the day, we as fans deserve more. And all the excuses where we can give to Dallas Cowboys as our team, all the excuses we can give them, we have given them. The excuses are done. It's time to show up. It's time to play ball. We're going into the part of the schedule. Every loss matters, but these are losses that you cannot recover from. That's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. Somebody got to stand up. Somebody got to put your foot down. Go back to having curfews. Go back to where you couldn't do XYZ Monday through these many days out the week. Go back to doing that. You got to do something.
they ain't gonna do that.
Well, we know they not.
Nah.
But what I'm saying is but it's like you have to treat if you have to treat grown men like kids, then treat them like kids in order to get the results that you want. You shouldn't have to because they getting paid millions of dollars. So you shouldn't have to treat them like children. But I sit here and watch games, and I sit here and watch how these other teams move the ball around, how these other teams make adjustments on the
Mm-hmm.
fly, make adjustments in the middle of a game. They don't wait to have time to go to the locker room to see what they seen. They make adjustments when they see something going on. Mike McCarthy don't do nothing but stand on the sideline with that paper rolled up in his hand and walking from side to sideline like he mad. The defense getting gashed. Mike Zimmer taking his glasses off and holding them in his hand. Baby, what you trying to see? What you trying to see? Because if you can't see that with your glasses on, you damn sure can't see that with them off.
I don't know. I didn't like the hire anyway. I told you I wanted Steve Wilkes, to be honest with you. We want somebody new, somebody aggressive, and I was like, you know what, man, this is crazy. But like I said, we had an 82-year-old GM. That's like
Right.
the good old boy network,
It's the buddy system.
whatever else, and that's crazy. Like, you don't want no new talent. You don't want anybody new come in with some new set of eyes, new set of blood, new set of basically ambition, energy. What we doing here? We play like Mike McCarthy looks. Let's call it. Let's keep it 100. We play sloppy. We're not disciplined. We lead the league in damn near penalties every game.
Every year since he been. Well, I mean, we've been leading the league in penalties even before him.
But think about it. Our coach is not disciplined. He don't even know when a challenge plays. He don't even know. He doesn't even have good time management.
He don't even know when to call a timeout.
So
that's the problem, though. That's the problem.
He don't even know when to call a timeout.
Analytical genius, though, right? He was in his basement the whole year just looking at stuff. Oh, I'm such an analytical genius now. Me and my crew. Really?
What's your crew?
The crew them old crew members that he had in his basement. Them dolls, I guess, or fossils he had with him. I don't know. But he actually sat back and told Jerry Jones, listen, I have all these equations. I'm going to do this and that. And Jerry probably said, you know what? You lied to me. So now you got to pay.
I know how to win.
Fans, and now you're going to have to pay. Because if that was the case, you could have stayed with Jason Garrett if that was the case.
Yeah. Pretty much. Exactly. Or you could have just went back and got Wade Phillips.
You could have done
we did win with Wade.
Yeah.
You could have just went back and got Wade Phillips if that was the case, but it's the buddy system. I get on, I'm gonna get you on. I get on, I'm gonna get you on.
Nah, you gotta have I can't even I'm not gonna use that, but he had a party. Him and Mike McCarthy had a party. He had a sleepover at Jerry's house.
If they had a dinner party, we understand.
I tried not to say nothing about that. I did not want to say nothing about it. I tried not to say nothing about the type of parties. But it's true though. They had a sleepover. I don't know what it was in the baby oil or whatever, but he had a projection screen and said, listen, Jerry, I'm an analytical genius. And this is how we gonna run the Cowboys. And now Jerry, like 5 years later, he's like, man, this boy done lied to me. He lied to me. He lied to me. And everybody gotta pay because I'm Jerry and I'm petty.
He didn't sold a dream. Sold a lie. I didn't like it. Well, yeah, I think we were out on this show when he got hired, and we all had the same opinion that we didn't think he was the one. And I felt like it was a rush hire. I felt like Jerry felt like he had to do something for the fans because at that moment when we lost with Garrett that last year, Garrett was here. It was a panic mode. Everybody, I mean, it was lit up, and he was like, I got to do something. But it just makes me wonder. Now you make me wonder. Even though we had our issues with Kellen Moore, I don't feel like it was out. I don't think it was out Kellen Moore. It wasn't out Kellen Moore.
I would take Lincoln Riley right now. I'll take Lincoln Riley right now and just have Steve Wilkes run the defense. To be honest,
I'd take the offensive coordinator from Detroit.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
That's who I would take.
Ben Johnson will come here though.
I'll take Ben Johnson.
I don't know. I would love Ben Johnson too, but I don't be realistic about. I don't think Dan Campbell will tell him to come to Dallas because of Jerry Jones.
But money speaks though. Money talks.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have any freedom to do anything with Jerry here though. That's the thing. All the coaches want freedom to coach. Jerry's not gonna allow you to have freedom to coach. That's the thing. And Ben
Mm-hmm.
Johnson's a great football mind.
Yeah,
He needs his
he
freedom to
great.
work.
He's a
You know what
great
I'm saying?
offensive mind.
Jerry's not gonna give you that freedom. Jerry's like, no, I gotta touch everything. No, you want to do what? Wait a minute, let me run it by me first. Like you know what you're doing. Like you know what you're doing. I'm calling this concept. Wait a minute, Jerry got to look at it first. Really, Jerry? Come on, man. He wants everybody to know or think that he's just as smart as Jimmy Johnson. I'm still gonna go back to Jimmy because of the way he act that night before Jimmy decided to resign or whatever. You say anybody could coach this talented team. Ever since that point, it just seemed like he had something against Jimmy, and he wants to show everybody he's just as smart as Jimmy Johnson. That's why
But
he
he,
does what he does.
but he not.
but you not,
But you're not.
and
Just
it's clear that you not.
it's clear that you're not. Just because y'all was roommates in college, y'all you won't make you smarter than him.
We know that, but he may not when he look in the mirror. We
Well,
don't
of
know
course
what
he
he look
don't.
at when he look in the mirror.
That's what he should look at failure. That should be his daily affirmations across his mirror. I'm a failure.
Exactly.
Nah, I think Sean McVay. I think he like L.A. He
Who
rather
Sean
stay in
McVay?
L.A. L.A.'s
he's a
nice.
go he a golden boy out there. I don't think he'll come to
He
Dallas.
stay out there. He stay in
That's
L.A.
the,
Man.
that's a dream. That is a dream city to coach in. Is
LA.
LA. Yeah.
L.A.
Mm-hmm.
L.A. Baby. He not coming to Dallas. He gonna stay in L.A.
Yeah, he wouldn't
Ben
come to
Johnson would be
LA.
great, but I have a feeling because don't forget Jerry loved Lincoln Riley. He was talking about him while basically Jason Garrett was here. You always talk about Lincoln Riley. He did.
But he didn't want to pay that contract, so I'm get linked to Link to pay that out that contract that he would have had to pay to get Lincoln Riley here.
You're right.
He didn't want to pay that
So
contract out. Now Lincoln Riley was to quit or part ways and just be free out there. Then that may be. But Jerry ain't finna pay nothing to get nobody. I mean, we can't even get him to get us a running back. And I know
we can't
damn
draft one
well,
either.
and I know damn well you looking at this field and you seeing the same thing that we see. I know you are. Ain't no way y'all
Mm.
can tell me y'all not.
Right.
And all y'all wear glasses.
So did
I wonder
y'all
what
see
his
Zeke
grandson is
Zeke
saying.
Daddy? Zeke Daddy said he got 10K for anybody that can show him that Zeke washed on film.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too. I read that. I'm like, come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes,
Yeah. No.
I
Don't
think
do
yeah,
that.
I'm gonna need my money. I'm gonna go and send them that cash out in a couple of clips.
Everybody gonna
God,
send their
God,
cash
yeah,
out.
gotta
Need
put
to run
mine
my
on there
bread.
too. Yeah, right. With the caption, run me my bread. Now,
Zeke
Mm-hmm.
don't
doesn't
get me
run the
wrong.
balls as
I
quick as
love Zeke.
did.
I love Zeke. I loved him when he was a heartbeat of our team for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But as Frankie said earlier, 350 carries a season
Yeah,
for
that's gonna
what?
take its toll, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. They
Yeah, that's
used
gonna
them
take its
up.
toll.
Unfortunately, they used
Mm-hmm.
them up
Right.
until it was
Right.
no good anymore.
Jason Garrett
Think
now.
about that.
They ran his boy feet off of him.
You know why too? Because that's when Dak Prescott wasn't the quarterback that he is now. He couldn't pass to
Mm-hmm.
save his life. He was inaccurate. He couldn't read defenses back then. So the only thing we could do really was run Zeke, unfortunately. And that's why I know Fox always goes back to, hey, I wish they would have gave it to Romo. I wish they had let Romo play.
Yeah,
And that's why a lot
that's
of fans say that
yeah.
because Dak Prescott at that time wasn't the quarterback he is now. And so they used Zeke up,
But
right? And now look, you see?
mm-hmm. But can you imagine how much better Dak would be now if
If
he
they would have
was
kept Romo.
yeah, if he could have saw Romo's preparation, film study and all that, how to attack defense, if he had that for a year, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Even not just for a year, just to see Romo go into that postseason and how he prepared and just to have that experience, I think that would be way better today.
Oh,
And
most definitely.
right, most
Yeah.
definitely. And you know what? I'm not gonna even really just sit here and say that I was I we know Zeke is not the 2016 Zeke that he was. We understand that he's aged now. He has a lot more miles on his body. But I can't even really just blame it all on Zeke because at the end of the day, if you knew that that you were gonna come back to this running back, that you already know pretty much what he can do, what he can't do anymore, um, you should have set your lineup for success for him.
Mm-hmm.
You should have set up success for him because you can't expect him at his age to maneuver and to do the things that he did in the beginning. Really Zeke should only be being used for short yardage, hard, short, small yardage, and goal line. That's really why only reason why we really should be using him. But y'all still want to use him with these other plays and want him to think that he could bounce off of players like he used to, hurdle players like he used to or whatever. And I'm not even saying I don't even think Zeke can't even really still help us. I just think the issue with us totally all the way is the line. The line is bad. The line is horrible. And we just have to accept it that we have a bad line. It don't matter who you put behind that line right now. It doesn't matter who you put. And I think that's what Jerry was trying to say in a sense about Derrick Henry, but he said it wrong. He said it in a more controversial way. I think he was just trying to say that without calling his line out, the way my line is playing right now and the way my line look, he wouldn't be able to do the things that he doing in Baltimore because we don't have the line to do it to allow it. Now, if he was
But
wanting to
whose
be a
fault is that?
100, yes, he is.
Whose
But
fault is that though?
that's the point. Goes back to what I'm saying of him taking accountability for why things are
Mm-hmm.
like they are. Now, if he would have said that, then that's cool. I don't even think it wouldn't even blew the media up because it would have been like for once Jerry taking accountability for what's not going right with this team. He's taking
Mm-hmm.
accountability for it. And that's what I think he was trying to say. But because he's so arrogant and because of his ego, he had to say it another way to make it look a miss, to turn it into a miss.
Mm-hmm.
But Cooley,
So
we still don't have running backs. We don't have
so
quality running backs.
let me address this,
Zero.
Mr. Morrison. Our team has worse issues than Dak. So please don't come
I
on here
tell
and
him
just
that
say
every
that
week.
Dak is going to be the reason why we lost games or we're going to lose a game.
We gonna
You
win
know,
on. We gonna win on Sunday.
yeah,
We gonna win on Sunday.
we cannot keep putting these losses on Dak. Now, if Dak is going downfield and the score is 20 to 27 and it's a few seconds ago and he throws an interception at a dumb interception with the game on the line, yeah, but we getting our asses kicked 40 something to 9, 50 something to 3. That is not Dak's fault. Come on now.
No, like I said before, Jerry set us up for failure. We really need another running back or two, and we need another wide receiver with speed. Compared to the other good teams, they have that. We don't have it. When I say we need a running back and we need wide receivers, I'm comparing us against the Lions and the 49ers, Green Bay. Look at Chicago for
I
crying out
agree.
loud.
Yeah, look at
Chicago,
Chicago.
even Washington Commanders, they have explosive offensive players. When I look around at the NFC, I'm not even talking about the AFC. The NFC is loaded. Look at Seattle. Seattle has offensive firepower. We don't match up well against them because we don't have firepower like that. That's all I'm trying to get our fans to understand. When I say we need this, we need that, compared to everybody else, we don't have it. We
Right.
don't.
But we need more. We need more than firepower. I mean, speed and firepower on offense. We need some dogs on defense. We don't even have that.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got but one dog on defense, and that's Jordan Lewis.
And we question his ass for
Oh, and I like
about 10
Overshawn. I like
years.
I like
Oh
Overshawn.
yeah,
I like Overshawn.
oh yeah, I
Overshawn
like
the
to
dog.
say,
Overshawn's a dog.
I like
Yeah,
Overshawn,
yeah.
J. Lou, but that's it. Everybody else
So
want to do
Parsons not a
podcast.
dog?
Everybody else want to do
Parsons not a dog?
podcasts. Everybody else want to do podcasts.
But you know what though? Let's be fair though, because a
With
lot of other
with
players in
Eagles
the
players.
NFL, they have podcasts too though. They have podcasts as well.
With a
So it's
with a
not just
team with
Michael
a team that
Parsons
just
though.
beat our ass.
Yeah.
Speaking of Eagles players, what's up, Jeff?
What's going on, family?
What's up, Smokey Batman? What's going on?
What's happening? Don't give Mr. Morrison no airtime. That dude's a clown. He's a straight clown, bro. I see Buddy posting all the nonsensical stuff everywhere. Dude's a clown. We can actually talk ball in here.
Yeah, we got another clown that I'm not gonna call.
Oh, we got him on our side too, right? We got him on our side
Lord
too.
have mercy,
I know that.
Y'all
know that.
funny as hell. Y'all funny as hell.
I see somebody post today that the talks are heating up between Alvin Kamara and the Cowboys, and then 5 minutes later, 5 minutes later, he signs a contract extension.
He get extended.
Hey,
Jerry, 2-year contract, right? I said,
Jerry's all in. Jerry's all in for 5 minutes at a time, bro.
Man.
But I
Never all
mean,
in.
all he do is lie. All
That's the
Kendall Bell
worst thing
do
he
is
could have
lie.
said.
Just go and call a spade a spade. All Kendall Bell do is lie. All he do is sit up and lie. All he do is sit up and make up stuff to post on Facebook to get attention and get people to talking and saying stuff. Because who is your source? You ain't got no source. You don't have no source. The only source you got is a can of beer. You don't have no source. So stop lying and posting. Quit lying and posting on Facebook these lies, because ain't nobody ever said that Ever Kamara was talking to Jerry or anybody else. Jerry and said on TV and everywhere else and said they not doing no trade. So they need to stop lying.
He did.
And then 5 minutes later,
not be active.
yeah.
I need to take all that stuff to X. I need to get myself monetized by putting all that bullshit up there, bro. Oh,
Be
man.
lying.
Get them questions real quick.
Yeah, if we didn't do anything in free agency, what makes you think we're gonna do something now?
How much you gonna do something now a week before the trade?
Because now you're desperate, so you're going to have to pay top dollar for anything that you do right now.
And you know, soon they see the Cowboys, the price gonna go up. You want to trade?
Yeah, just like that. Just like Cooper. They trying to take a sec. The Rams want a second for what's his name? And nobody finna give. Nobody finna give y'all no second round pick for Cooper Kupp.
And he stay hurt.
And he always hurt. Ain't nobody finna give y'all no second for him. Like what? If you're willing to trade him, that means you ready to cut him. So why would we give you a second for him and we could just wait till next year and get him for free?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Cooper Kupp.
And they didn't play him last week.
Rams.
They said he was a healthy scratch last week. They didn't play him because they didn't want him to get hurt.
Yeah, that might be better to trade him then.
So yeah, so we
I agree.
Jeff. Jeff. We talked about this earlier while you wasn't on there, but New York is looking real stupid now, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They said the damn owner said it. The owner said it. Saquon said it. I'd have probably taken 9. He said it himself. I'd have probably taken 9. And they were like, nope, play the market. And then the owner, I'm gonna feel real bad if he goes to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how you feel now, Jim?
Yeah. He went to Philly and came and showed out.
Real stupid.
Hey, they wanted to pay Danny Crimes. Like I told you, Danny Crimes got all the money.
Oh, we knew that was a mistake. We all knew that.
Yeah. We talked about that. We said they're gonna regret that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
They all thought he was a quarterback whisperer. That's why he did it.
But how can you say that when he ain't been winning but 2 games, 3 games a year?
No, because
of what he did with Josh Allen.
No.
Oh well, yeah.
What he did with Josh Allen, so he figured he can do the same thing with Danny Crimes.
Okay. So Josh Allen is as reckless as Josh Allen is. Josh Allen is physically talented. Like he has a cannon for an arm. He's a big kid. He's fast, right? He's an athlete. So yeah, you can make Josh. It's a little easier to make Josh Allen look good. Daniel Jones is no Josh Allen by no stretch of the imagination.
Not even close.
Josh Allen
Not
also
even
has
close.
weapons.
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
absolutely right. But when you're in a boardroom talking to somebody about a job or you talking to somebody, you got to use references. You have to sit down and say, listen, this is what I was able to do with Josh, and this is what I'm going to do with Danny Crimes. Exactly. That's exactly what he said. He said that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these elements that I use with Josh, and I'm going to do the same thing with Danny. It worked for 1 year. That was his contract year when they went to the playoffs, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did. He had a whiteboard, and he said, "This is exactly what I'm going to do." Just like Mike lied to Jerry and said he was an analytical genius. Same thing, same concept.
Oh man,
that's how they keep their jobs. They come up with these grand schemes when they're in the interview process and whatever else, and then hey, this is what I'm going to do, and this is my references. Okay, your references look good, so let's get busy. And then when they fail, it's like, okay, now what? Think about it.
So do y'all think Dalball, do y'all think this may be his last year at the Giants? Do y'all think they shake it up? If
yes.
we already know they're not winning nothing, but do you think they shake it up this year if it happens?
No.
Yeah, and the reason is because Danny Dimes doesn't have any more guaranteed money, right?
Okay.
So you're not going to keep him around another year and draft a new quarterback only to find out that it's not just the quarterback, it's an organizational issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a coaching issue, yeah, but you don't have enough talent around him to do anything with, right? So who wants to be a coach who comes in on year 2 of a new quarterback and somebody else's system that they designed with their players, right? Your franchise quarterback has no more guaranteed money, right? You get rid of the coach, you draft a new quarterback, you start all over again. It's what happens all over the league. There's no reason to keep him around.
Right.
Yeah, but who they going to draft though? Is it going to be Ward or Sanders? That's another thing too.
I mean, it depends on how low they are. I mean, there's 2 other teams that are technically worse than them right now.
Oh, did they look at top 5-ish? No.
Oh yeah. They look in top 5-ish.
Oh, the Giants.
There's 3 teams right now with 1 win, 3.
And that's what. Who is that? Carolina.
Carolina. I just seen it earlier today. Cleveland.
I thought Cleveland had 2. They had 2 wins.
Cleveland has 2 wins.
No, damn it. Who was it?
What about the Raiders? How many?
Patriots. How many games the Patriots won? But
Patriots.
They're gonna probably draft Travis Hunter anyway.
Yeah, they're probably taking Travis Hunter.
Get out of here with that.
The Rams need a quarterback too.
Yeah, because this is this is Stafford last run on his deal too.
You think they're gonna let Staff run?
I heard that was about the trade Stafford. Like they was talking to somebody about a trade on Stafford.
Two.
Yeah, so
you got
I don't know.
The 1-win teams are New England, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Oh, Cleveland is 1 win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's them 3. All right, Carolina.
Cleveland need a quarterback too.
The Raiders got 2 wins. Yeah, the Giants got 2 wins. So yeah, the Giants looking a little top 5-ish.
Now I did see that they talking about Bryce Young, that it was some calls made to Carolina about Bryce Young, about Bryce Young.
I don't know.
Some calls made.
Take him. Get him out of there.
I would take him because he's in a bad. I think he's in a bad situation.
Take a flyer on him. It's going to be cheap. He's not going to get a 1 for him, right? You're not getting a 1 for him. Don't care that he was a first pick in the draft. You're not getting a 1 for him.
But my thing of it is Carolina is still bad, so put him back out there and let him get the snaps.
We've seen enough. That's the thing.
No,
they've seen enough. Tepper won't allow that to happen. I guarantee it. Right? Andy Dalton gives them a shot to not be a complete laughing stock. Right? So they're going to allow Andy Dalton to go out there and do whatever he can do.
And lose
Right?
games just like
I
as if
mean,
they
he's
Sell
doing it,
tickets.
right? But it's not going to look as hapless as it is with Bryce Young, right? Kyler Murray with like an extra inch and minus 40 pounds.
And
Because
that's
Like
big
it's
though. Them
Arizona
40
won
pounds
last
is
night, right?
huge. Yeah,
oh, the
Arizona
40
won.
pounds is
Mhm.
huge, absolutely.
40 pounds are huge.
It's I don't know. So it's crazy. Like I think it's just been kind of weird in the NFL this year, like with the injuries and
Yep.
it's just been kind of weird this year. Um,
Yep.
so what are
Speaking of
your thoughts
injuries,
on Pittsburgh? What are your thoughts on
Mm.
Pittsburgh with
what are they going to do?
Russell
Pittsburgh looked
Wilson
good
playing?
with Russell.
Russ was cooking.
Russ
He
was,
looked good.
yeah,
Mhm.
he did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
I
it
did.
seemed
think
like they
I
ran the
wasn't a
ball. It seemed
team,
like it seemed
but
like they ran
Russ
the
was
ball better
cooking.
too.
they did.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, the
Yeah, it seemed
game
like they ran
flowed.
the
The
ball
game
better.
flowed better.
I
Yeah.
think Mike Tomlin is a hell of a coach. I think
Hmm.
that he
He is.
is
I
He
think
he
so
is.
too.
is he don't get all
He is.
the glory and glamour that some of the other ones are,
But he is.
but this
Mm-hmm.
man is a hell of a coach.
He is.
Never had a losing
That's what I
season.
was trying to explain to
Never.
the Steelers fans last year. They were talking about they finna fire Mike Tomlin. I said I wish I would fire him. I'd take him in Dallas tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'd take him in Dallas
Mike Tomlin
tomorrow.
not going nowhere.
No.
I wish we had Mike Tomlin. That's what we
Man,
missing.
I
A
love
coach
to
Pittsburgh
like
have Mike
that.
Pittsburgh has a
Tomlin.
We
habit
missing
of
we missing a
I
coach
would
like
love to
that.
have Mike Tomlin.
yeah, Pittsburgh has a habit of not getting rid of coaches. They've only had what, like 5 in their existence?
I think
Yeah.
3.
It's more than that.
Nah, they only
Cause
had
yeah,
3 coaches in their existence.
Chuck
3.
Are you
Noll,
That's
sure?
it. Only 3.
Bill
That's all they had is
Cowell.
3. I only had 3.
That's wild. Tomlin, Cowher, and who? But they've been around for way too long. to only
Chuck
have 3.
Noll. Chuck
Chuck
Noll.
Noll. Chuck Noll. They
Yeah,
only
Chuck
had
Noll.
3. Chuck
Yeah, but
Noll.
they've been along for way too long to only
Yeah,
have 3, bro.
Chuck Noll was there forever though,
They
man.
had Chuck Noll and then actually what's his name? You just mentioned him.
Bill Cowher.
Cowell.
Bill Cowell, and then from Cowell they went to Tomlin. They only had 3.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus, whatever the hell your name is, we ain't even talking about Dak no more. We talking about some other shit. So go find some place. Go find some else to play.
What
What
happened?
is
Yeah,
Somebody
we
get
What
talking
he
about
said?
the
I
same.
missed it. What he
He
said?
done put about
Nothing.
35 comments on here saying the same damn thing. We out here talking about mature shit now. Go and play somewhere else now.
It's that Prescott. See, he's like a lot of fans.
Let me
though.
sip
They
on
wanna
that
talk
one.
about
I appreciate you
Prescott
there.
all the
Sean.
time. Oh my God, he's not. Yo, boy, because he's making $60 million, all the pressure and everything is all on Dak Prescott. He wake up in the morning,
And that's the thing, though.
everything is Dak Prescott's fault.
Everything is that Prescott. Like, it's Dak fault. Like even before he was making 60 million, it was everything was Dak fault. So y'all don't sit here and see the defense just getting gashed. Y'all don't sit here and just see that. The defense is not making no stops on third downs. The defense is getting penalties on third downs when they get the team
Yep.
off the field. It's a penalty that keeps them on the field and keeps the other team drive alive. Um, what I sit
Exactly.
here and watch and what I see is okay, yes, Dak have had the red zone turnovers. But Dak is not the only quarterback that have had red zone turnovers.
What happened last night?
Purdy had 2 red zone turnovers.
Man, Purdy looked
Sunday.
blind.
He
Purdy
had
looked
2
below
red zone
average.
turnovers Sunday.
Like,
Then last night,
can
who
you
is it?
see?
What's his name? Had two red zones. Baker Mayfield. He had
Yeah.
two red zone turnovers.
Oh, he went.
Turnovers. Dak
He
is
went
not the
down.
only one that have had red zone turnovers. And the quietest to be kept, that Dallas is not the only team that's having red zone issues. That's even having red issues scoring in the red zone. That's not even the only team doing that. But everything is just highlighted around Dallas. What Dallas doing, what else not doing. What Dak doing, what Dak not doing. Dak is not the reason that we have lost games. He don't win a game by himself, and he don't lose a game by himself.
Yep.
He have his faults, and it's things that I wish he would do better. Like sometimes run, use his legs.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes he
every
had
Yeah.
open
like
lanes that he could have took it.
like the other 31 quarterbacks in the league.
Right.
Patrick
But
Mahomes is not having his best year.
no. But
They're
his
5-0.
defense is his defense. His players
His
is
defense,
rallying
yeah.
around him and coming
His
up
de-
and
and
showing up for
Kareem
him.
Hunt and Kareem Hunt toting that thing. And don't that piss you off too? Seeing Kareem Hunt step
Yes.
in and do what he did.
I don't even want. I listen. Not even
Sat
just
there
Kareem
forever
Hunt,
on the
any running
market.
back.
he been on the street forever.
Sat on the street forever. And
And,
now
look, even Jeff, in your offense doing better with Saquon running the ball.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Of course. I mean, why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Jay had nothing to say.
Look at what he did. Look at what he did in New York behind a porous O line. Why wouldn't you think coming behind a good O line would make him look just as good, if not better? He exactly has. I mean, hell, he was 13 yards short of his one-game record, right, this weekend against his former team, right? I mean, good on him for saying, nah, I'm good, let everybody else eat. But Buddy had 176 yards, 10.2 per carry. Holy hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
He ate him up.
Yeah.
I mean, and where does that start? Everybody in this room knows where it starts. With the hogs on the front line.
That's it.
Yep.
On the line.
And if you don't have those boys up there, man, it's a problem. And that's honestly that's the biggest thing that I'm worried about right now for us, because we have Mailata go out last week. He's on IR. I think he's got a torn hamstring, so that's 6 weeks. Then you have Mekhi Becton, who came from New York. He was playing swing tackle. Yeah, went to left tackle, got hurt, and went out again. Right, so it's like there's tons of adjustments that have to be made, but you have to get it done at the line. Everybody knows it. On both sides of the ball, it starts and ends at the line.
Yep.
On both sides of the ball.
Yep. And I always say games are won in the trenches.
Absolutely true.
Absolutely.
1,000% true. I mean, look what happened against – I'll speak on us, right? So last 2 weeks, 12 sacks. We had 8 of them against New York. 8 of them, right? Where does that come from? The D-line absolutely getting in and pushing these boys back, right? It also happens that we just didn't play Jordan Davis, but that's neither here nor there.
And don't forget the Giants was missing their left tackle. And I think the left tackle.
Yeah, but most everything came off the strong side.
That was crazy. When I watched that game, I said, "Oh Lord, it's the Saquon revenge game."
But think about it too. I mean, regardless of how the Giants look, their defense is not that bad.
No, and they had Brian Burns too.
Sacks.
Their defense is not that bad. So for Saquon to go out there and rush as much as he did, that says that they were stupid for New York was stupid for letting him go. 1, yes.
Exactly.
2, New York is the worst in the league for playing a light box, right? What's the worst thing you can do against a team that can run the ball? Play a light box.
Play a light, yeah.
So what did Philly do? Run the ball at that light box. I mean, it's like it's almost like the people who are paid to make game plans for these things know the game a little bit and plan for them to have a light box and was like, I'm gonna run on their ass. And that's what they did. And look at the result. Jalen Hurts throws 10 completions of 14 attempts and has 126 pass rating. 14 attempts. AJ Brown had 5 receptions. That's crazy. He was also targeted only 5 times, but we're not going to talk about AJ Brown right now. I mean, it's Baldwin. Number one in the league. Number one in the league, one-on-one.
Yeah, but that cornerback that he was playing against, number 44, why was he even on the field?
No. I'm not downplaying that, right? But I'm saying like
what is
for
that?
the year, AJ Brown was the number one wide receiver in the NFL against single coverage.
Yeah, this week
and he
probably
missed
gonna have
games.
a field day too.
And he missed games. So yeah,
they play the Bengals, so he might have a field day this weekend.
It's a 1 o'clock game too, so that's the answer. Man, I'm getting real tired of the NFL moving my games out, especially the Sunday night game where we were supposed to put Shady in the Ring of Honor, and they moved us to a 4 o'clock game instead to put the Colts.
The 1 o'clock game.
No. So not the Bengals game, right? So the Bengals moved from 4:25 to 1. But the following week, we were supposed to play the Jags on Sunday night, and they moved us to Sunday at 4 o'clock. I moved the Colts and the Vikings up to or back to Sunday night.
Damn, Colts and the Vikings.
Yeah, I looked at that at first, and I was like, man, the Colts, but they're 4-2 too. So I mean, maybe that is a better game, but keep us out the magnifying glass. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I didn't realize the Colts were
4-2. That's the thing.
I didn't either. Like I legitimately had to look it up because at first I was like, Vikings, okay, got it. But I was like, Colts, like, is Joey Flacco doing that good? Apparently.
I mean, he looked pretty good in that bottom end, and he had to come in the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah, I mean, they're running well too.
Yeah, the Colts are 4-3 right now.
Oh, is it 4-3? Okay.
Yeah, they're 4-3, and the Texans are 5-2.
Yeah.
Vikings. Yeah.
That was a good game against the Texans in Green Bay, though.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, that was a good game. It was a lot of good games on Sunday.
I'm gonna say, I got because we didn't play Sunday, it gave me a chance to really scan a bunch of games, and it was, like you said, it was a lot of good games. And I think that's attributed to the parity that's going on in the NFL. I also think that it's also attributed to the kids coming out of college now are more prepared to play than what they were before. It's just the marketing, the skill positions. Marketing in the NFL is up, and it's getting more exposure. I'm just looking at the schedule now, and I'm looking at ticket prices. As horrible as the Raiders are, they have the highest ticket prices in the NFL right now.
It's Vegas. It's on the strip. Gambling. That's where the money at. That's where they make the beds at. And Jerry on the suites.
And speaking of marketing, do you not think that Major League Baseball is the executives are jumping for joy right now? You got East Coast the Dodgers versus the East Coast Yankees versus the West Coast Dodgers in the World Series. Do you not think that?
I want a Subway Series in New York. I want a Subway. I'm sorry.
I know you did.
Different, but I want a Subway Series, bro.
I know you did, but
I know.
How much money do you think Major League Baseball is going to make off of this series?
A ton. Ohtani versus the Judge.
Ohtani versus Judge? Hell yeah, bro.
That's going to be crazy. East Coast, West Coast.
Diddy and Tupac.
Bad Boy. Bad Boy against actually Death Row. Not Puffy and Pac, because Pac is actually
somebody check the batch for that tainted lube.
I don't even want to talk about that lube. We gonna have, that's got to be off. We gonna have to talk offline about that lube. Anyway,
that was the only thing I'm gonna say about it.
I'm gonna move on.
I'm gonna let it go, baby. I'm gonna let it go. I just make sure his lawyer said he got it from Costco, so I'm just gonna make sure I don't get nothing from Costco.
Right.
Because Costco said they don't even sell baby oil. They don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Shit, Costco say
especially not Johnson and Johnson.
Unless he ordered it off their truck and they didn't know they was giving a special for him. That's a little different.
On that note, let's do our predictions for the week.
Wait, before we but you know what? I ain't gonna even do Diddy like that because at the end of the day, things happen and we don't know what's true, what's not true. You know, we
Shit,
just
a
go
lot of
by
things happen.
what they say, but baby, Diddy, oh woo.
Yes,
Baby,
sir.
Yeah, but to be
you
honest
had
with
a
you, though,
jet though, bro. You should have been gone. You should have went met Russell a long time ago.
he throws some
Yeah.
good parties, though. Puffy throws some good parties. He's been known to throw parties back at
Yo,
Howard when he
we
was going to
know.
school there.
We know.
We know now.
He
They
throws some
be
good
good.
parties.
We know.
Now
You know,
That.
we know
other
why
stuff,
everybody
I
had
don't
so
know
much
about the
fun
other
now.
stuff.
Now we
That-
know.
The
They
late night
last 2
hour
days.
stuff,
They
I
last
don't
two,
know nothing
3
about that.
days. Now the damn party is that 2, 3 days.
Hey, those are not.
But
This is a
anyway,
G-rated show right now, so we got. We
well,
got to keep moving.
well, all the kids go to bed.
Those are not.
Hey,
They have
Look,
parties like
it's
that
late.
actually in New York City
they
too.
shouldn't be up anyway. They should be in the bed.
All right, we got a question here. Do you feel that Dak is
No.
preoccupied with the new baby and the fiance, and that's his focus in our ears, not on the game?
No, I don't think that has anything to do
Nah,
with that
I don't-
performance or whatever. No,
I don't think they have anything to do with it. I think the whole team not focused. I think
Exactly.
I think it's the locker room itself. I think it's
Mhm.
the controversy of so much that we had from training, from off season to training camp that carried over to the regular season. Like Jerry not paying CD Lamb enough time to get him in training camp. Then waiting to pay that the day before the season start, the game start.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
all of the other controversy stuff was the comments that he was making, the things that he was saying. I just think the whole team have not been focused.
that's coaching though.
And
That comes from Mike.
that comes from coaching. It starts at the top though. It
It
starts
starts
with
at the
Jerry.
top.
Jerry
Starts with
filming
Jerry.
Netflix in the middle of practice. He filming a Netflix
Mhm.
series in the middle of practice. You got camera
Coming down
He
with the
crews
pulling up in a
walking
helicopter.
helicopter.
through.
Coming with the
You
helicopter.
coming on
Yeah.
practice field with a helicopter. You know what I'm saying? Like what is wrong
And
with you,
your
bro?
defense can't stop the run to save their life, and you think a great idea. Let
And
me
you
pull
think
up
it's a
in the
great idea
helicopter.
to land on the field with a helicopter? Like, come
Exactly.
on, bro. Like anything can happen. And you got the clown in the inbox with us talking about what he ain't did nothing wrong. Boy, that why you got deleted today. But
Oh man. Nah, I don't.
So
think
so Jeff, let me ask Jeff a question from a rival fan. Do you think Mike McCarthy has lost the locker room
man,
from the outside looking in?
Without question. Without question. There's the effort from last season to this season is dramatically different.
yep.
It's so much lower. I mean, Nikki made a point about, signing CD late. That's on Jerry. Waiting to sign Dak. That's on Jerry.
That's on
Making it all trickles down, right?
Mhm.
So that the whole offseason, we're all in, and then Mike, here you go. You got exactly the same, except I'm gonna get rid of some people because we can't afford them because I don't know how to manage my pocketbook, right? And then we're gonna let Dan Quinn go, and I'm gonna bring in Zim, and Zim's got all these plans and all these codes and everything else, and well, shit, that ain't working. But we're still all in, right? So,
Right.
yeah, of course.
And
Of course.
yeah,
If Mike can't reel that back in, which
he
is
ain't.
terrible,
He ain't gonna
right?
reel it back in.
Then you got to ride the wave. I hate
See,
to even say that, but
I don't be
ride the
liking to
wave
say certain stuff
till
on the
next
show.
year.
I don't
So
be liking
Jeff, you
to.
didn't hear what I said about how Jerry probably figured out that Mike McCarthy lied to him in an interview, and so he's gonna make everybody suffer now, and he's not gonna fire
I think
Mike
I heard
McCarthy.
that. I think I heard
I'm
that when I
telling
was
you,
backstage.
that's got to be the most serious thing that Jerry probably looked in the mirror and said, you know what, he played me. And now I'm going to make everybody suffer because Mike lied to me about being this analytical genius and about running all these different concepts. That's
the worst
that's
thing
how
you
I
can
feel
do.
right now. I feel
That's
like
the
The worst thing you can do, though, is
because
make your
Jerry's petty,
fan base
though.
suffer.
Is make
It
your
don't
fan
matter.
base
He
up.
But
said,
here's the
well,
thing,
yeah,
like
it don't matter
even
when you got
we.
pride.
No, I
Think
feel you,
about
but
it.
even we talked about it, right? Like as he got higher, we're like, okay, you're expecting a Mike McCarthy led team to run the ball. When has Mike McCarthy ever run the ball?
Never.
Never.
And he a
Never.
lame duck
Like
coach too.
one
Remember that.
year, one
He ain't run
year,
the
1 year.
ball.
maybe.
He,
1 year.
1 year.
But he don't do that, and it's like you
mm-mm.
don't
And
really
he's
you don't
also
have enough weapons.
he's
You
And you
he's
don't.
don't give him
also
nobody to run the ball with, and that's what you want. And that's what you want him to do. You don't even give him the players he needs to run the ball with. But I'm gonna say this, and I don't never really say some certain things to out loud. I normally keep it on the low, tell y'all behind the scenes or whatever. But the reason how I'm telling y'all, I know Mike McCarthy lost his team. The star players had a meeting, players meeting with Jerry and Stephen.
That's
Mm.
not good. Mm-mm.
They did not
Mm-mm.
want Mike McCarthy in there. They did not want Mike Zim in there.
Mm.
That is not
They
good.
had a
Mm.
players only meeting, and it was the top players
But
that
you,
they had. And
but
I could
but
I'll
you
tell
know
y'all more
what?
offline, but
Yeah.
they had this meeting, and basically the last ending of this meeting, the reason why I feel like Jerry's on this rampage with some of the things that Jerry is saying, they want him gone.
Mm.
That's all I'm gonna say.
But
He's
see,
a
but
liar.
this
Wow.
but
He
but
lied.
this the thing. But this the thing right here, and I honestly feel like that's the real problem with this team. The fact that the players know I can go around the coach and go straight to Jerry, that undermines your head coach. The
That's
how much pull
that's
does your
wild.
head coach really have? If I can say, hey Dad, come on, let's go talk to Jerry. Screw this dude.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
You go
saying?
right for your
yeah.
manager. Like
In
you,
any
Yeah.
organization, in any
Any
organization,
organization,
that's
right for
yeah,
I'm
your.
gonna
that's
just
You
bad.
gonna
pass
get
you
the
up. I'm gonna
manager.
just
Well, I'm
pass
pass
Fox
you up.
up. I'm gonna pass Fox up and just go straight to Jeff.
You going to the
I
CEO
don't even
now.
I
Hey,
don't
thank
even
you. I
see
can't take it
Fox
no more.
office. No, I see your office. I say,
Yeah.
what's up, Fox? And keep moving and
So
go
I
straight to
got
Jeff.
I got four supervisors that work under me, and when the employees come to me, the first thing I say is, "You talk to your supervisor. What your supervisor say?"
Yes.
It's a chain of
Mhm.
command. It's supposed to be
It's
a
a
chain
Yes.
chain
of
of
command.
command.
Wait a
It's a
It's
minute.
supposed
chain
to
of
be a
Where's
chain
command.
of command.
Monica? What happened
But
to
in
Monica now?
Jerry eyes, he is the chain of command. And Jerry
Monica
eyes,
is
it
And
starts
that's
with
the
him.
problem.
And
That's
that's
the
the
whole
problem.
problem.
In his
That's the
mind,
whole
it
problem.
starts with him. You don't have to respect your coach to that level. If you got an issue, come to me. Don't break it to the coach. Bring it
Hmm.
to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That is the problem. That he in here talking about the coach with y'all, and he telling y'all what y'all want to hear. So now y'all going back out here in this locker room, or y'all going back and look at this coach, and y'all ain't got to listen to him because Jerry didn't told y'all what he didn't told y'all behind the scene with just y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because if you come, that's just like kids growing up. If I go and call my mama and say, well, my teacher did this to me at school, my mama going well, when I was going, my mama, she would be like, okay, well, I'm going to school tomorrow, and you're gonna repeat to me exactly in front of this teacher what you told me. Tell me what you said in front of this teacher, so we can get this figured out right here. But that's not what's happening, and this been going on for years. That's why I say Stephen them need to do something with their daddy.
Mm-mm. 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 Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
They need to do something with him. They need to do something with him.
What
He the
Kelly
problem.
say?
I'm sick
Who
of
kill
it.
it coming up?
Then what can they say? Just
Good
like Shay
grief.
Shay went past Instagram on Michelle.
What
I'm
boy?
sick of y'all tonight.
This is
I am
Stars
sick of
Talking
y'all
Cowboys
tonight.
After
Y'all just
Dark.
want to act up tonight.
That's what it is. Stars
That's
Talking Cowboys After Dark.
that's what it's gonna have to
Anybody
be.
find Michelle
That,
yet? Anybody
that's what
find
it's gonna
Michelle
have to
yet?
be. After 8:30,
Oh man.
anything goes. Nah.
Stars Talking After Dark. That's
But
what it is. That's what
before we do
Oh.
it is.
before we do the picks, I did want a topic I did want to discuss before we do the picks. I want to discuss Deshaun Watson. Um, you know, we all here, we all football fans, but we're also human.
Mm-hmm.
And the injury that Deshaun Watson took on Sunday, of course, it's a season ending injury for him. But the way those fans act,
Yeah, that was wrong,
that
man.
was just so
Classless.
wrong. That that
Mm-hmm.
that 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 was just so wrong. And that's like I say, we don't know. All we know is what was said happened. But I think we talked about it the week before, y'all. I think Jeff, you was on here when we talked about it.
Mm.
Deshaun didn't look football inspired anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he been beat up with the name calling,
Mm-hmm.
the you know, the lawsuits, every time you look on the media, it's somebody else saying he did this, he did that. And it's just kind of like he don't have no defense. Nobody is defending him. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Mm-hmm.
have an attorney, but it's like your attorney not even defending you at some point because he's making you settle. He's making you settle these cases. And we all know that some of it is probably nothing but a money grab. I'm not. It might all be money grabs because it seems like as soon as the he offered whatever money he's offered them to settle it, they take it and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel as a human being and as a person, that man is still somebody. He still
Mm-hmm.
had a career. He still came to the NFL with the mindset that he was going to come and play for whatever team. Houston Texans is where he started, and he was going to help this team win. But it has been something after something after something after something. I think I honestly feel like Deshaun played his last down in football last week
Mm-hmm.
before he got hurt.
There's a
That's
lot of
just my
talks about
personal
that.
opinion. I feel like he has played his last down. He has never been inspired to play to me since that happened in Houston, and then Browns paid that guaranteed money. I think he just
Mm-hmm.
went. He had the money. He got the deal he wanted, but he has not been inspired. He don't. He didn't. He don't look like the player that he was when he first came to the NFL from Clemson. You know,
Nah, he
Mm-hmm.
don't.
um,
He don't.
he don't. He
He don't.
don't. His mind is not even there. And he human. You gotta hear these name calling. You gotta hear. You gotta read these articles. You gotta see people saying these things about you, whether it's true or it's not true. But I just think this world is so messed up how we sit down and we scrutinize people lives without even knowing a full story.
Mm-hmm.
So from us, and I don't know who watching us, I don't know who was Deshaun Watson fans or friends, but from Stars Talking Cowboys, I want to say to Deshaun Watson that we praying for you. We're praying for better days for you, and we hope that he can get back to the person that he was, even if it's not on the football field anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But he could just get back to the Deshaun Watson that we all knew. He doesn't even look happy. He doesn't even look like
Nah,
the
he doesn't.
person that we know he was coming from college to the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And it's crazy how these things can just change your whole outlook on life, people, yourself. And that's why I say to us, and I said all this to say this to us. If we ever feel the need or we ever feel like somebody said something about one of us, whether we know it's true or not, let's not bring each other down. Let's come to each other. Let's talk about it. Let's fix it. Let's see if let's ask questions. Don't just assume that just because what this person said, that that's who that person is. Because no one knows this man behind football, his personal life, and nobody knows what no more than what the media put out there. And everything the media put out there is not true. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
So
Preach.
that's my that's my sermon for tonight.
It's bad. Even I mean, his own fans are booing him as he comes out of the tunnel, and then cheering for him when he gets hurt.
That's
Now,
horrible.
I know I did read some things earlier this week where the team's going to look into the stipulations of his contract,
Contract. Yep.
right, and see not only the NFL personal conduct policy, but the injury guarantees and everything else to see what they can do.
To get out of it.
They're gonna get sued though. They're
Hmm.
gonna get sued. They're gonna get sued.
There,
They're
there's
gonna
a
get
there's a
sued.
strong possibility they can get sued for it. Um, I don't know. I think this last accusation that he settled out of court, right? Because he settled out of court real quick on it too.
Quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't know, right? We can only
Right.
speculate whether or not that means, you
He was
know,
guilty or not.
hey, let me just get you to hush. Let me just give you the money so this will go away.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the case may be, right?
Mm-hmm.
The perception of, well, bro, you had 23 other ones that you filed out of court. Here's another one, time later. Like it's not a good look for him. It's not a good look for the NFL, and I
Right.
hate that for him,
Mm-hmm.
especially coming off an injury like that. But I agree with everybody that says I would never go back to Cleveland if I was him. But here's the problem: who's going to take him?
Nobody. I mean, maybe as a backup, you might say, okay, I'll take him in as a backup.
Yeah,
But
somebody probably take him as a
you
Yeah,
might
backup.
but
take
the
him as
But
a
he got
NFL
to
is a
play.
great redemption story, though. There's always
But he'll
stories
never
like this in
be.
the
I don't see
NFL,
him being
though.
a starter again in this league. I don't see him being
Yeah, but it would
a
have to be
starter.
a strong a coach with a strong culture. Somebody like Pittsburgh, uh,
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, places like that's got a real strong head coach that has
Mm-hmm.
control of the locker room. But I don't see him, just going to an
No,
average team.
Right.
he's
Hey,
Carson Wentz with legal troubles.
he'll be back. He'll be back. Sometimes when you see challenges like that, you just got to overcome them. It is what
He's
it
got to
is. Some
find
of
that
that is
talent
his
again,
own
though.
doing.
But he got
Some
to
of that
find
is
that
his
Yeah,
own
talent.
doing, right?
yeah.
He
But
just don't have
sometimes
it.
in
Yeah.
life, you look at that, you got to overcome them. You just got to,
Right.
you can't just say, I'm going to lay down and that's it. No, overcome those
Yeah.
challenges
But
because at the end of the
sometimes
day, he
people get
is a role model,
tired.
though.
But
Yeah,
you
but
get tired of getting beat up. You get tired of
sometimes that's
strangers.
life, though.
You just
That's
get
life,
tired
though.
though. You get tired though. You get tired of getting beat up. You get tired of strangers condemning you. You get tired of strangers just thinking they know you or thinking they know this. And if I'm not understanding, Jeff, to go back to you about the contract, from what I read, it said that if he had any more cases came up after this
Hmm.
contract, they had a way out of the contract,
They
and
can void it.
it's in his contract that if any
Yep.
cases came up afterwards, and unfortunately, another case came up
Yep.
after. Now we could actually sit here and say it was a plot. You know what I'm saying? Because
It
it's
could
so
be.
coincidental that the same
Thank you.
attorney Busby got the 130 people that saying Diddy did what they did to them. Same 130. Why is
Mm.
Busby the only lawyer that
Mhm.
130 people calling?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I
Because
mean,
he
I'm just
got those other women money. So they usually do that. Johnny
Yep.
Cochran used to do the same thing on the reverse side. So everybody went to Johnny Cochran when there was something that was going down. So this is what people do when they need money or they need to get off. That's what they do.
I don't know
But
if he
I'm praying
guilty.
for
I don't know if
Deshaun.
he not guilty, but all I'm gonna
I'm
say
praying for
is the
Deshaun
man
though.
that I seen Sunday, it really broke my heart to see that person in Deshaun Watson. It really hurted me to see like that was a real brother, family member to me because I've been watching him since college. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to see him leave off the field the way he left off the field, and for the fans to be saying and doing what they was doing, and for this man to be sobbing in tears while he's getting rolled off, and y'all booing him and saying this, man, we got some evil people in this world. So
Well,
I
shoot,
wish.
look
Yeah.
at what the
It,
Eagle
it,
fans
it
did to
could
I mean,
Kyrie
look what
Irving.
they did it to the
it
Eagles.
could
Did
just
to him
be
like
Cleveland.
Irving.
Man, don't
You
put
know what
that
I'm
on the
saying?
That's
Eagles,
it.
bruh.
And they beat
Yeah.
up
That
Santa
was a
Claus too.
long time
They be
ago,
throwing
man.
they be throwing snowballs at Santa Claus.
Here we
There's just a
go
lot of
with
malice
this.
fans out here. That's just how it is. When you're a millionaire, it goes back to the Greek and Roman days. This is what they do. This is what they do. Some of the fans are just cruel. That's just it. They think that because they pay for a ticket. Look at Westbrook in basketball, LeBron, and
Yeah.
everybody else. They got fans out here who pay for tickets and they think, hey, because I paid for a ticket, I can do whatever I want to you. That's just it. They do it all over. They do shit. The Yankees at one time, the fans was booing Aaron Judge in the beginning of this year. It happens. It just happens. You gotta understand that these fans out here. Hey, I paid my
Even
dues,
though,
I'm
but
performing
even
in my
though it
movie.
happens, it's not right.
It's not right. Yeah, of course it's not right, but they're gonna do it because they think that hey, I paid good money for these seats. You're not performing, I'm booing you. That's just how some people think. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's just how it
that's true.
goes.
I get it. That's true. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know.
I
I don't know.
seen it too much.
But
That's
the
why
I
I
don't
I
like
seen it too much.
but the you deserve it chant though. I think that was way overboard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, they gave Michael Irvin a standing ovation in Philly. So what's the difference? Even though those are his fans, but I'm just saying there's malice fans. They're just fans that's disrespectful. They do it in basketball. Watch. Westbrook gonna get into it with a fan this year. Just watch what I tell you. Because somebody says something out of pocket. Fans sometimes say things out of pocket. I've been in basketball games before. Sometimes as a dad, I had to put cats in check about my son.
Well, what's disrespectful is
You know what I'm
basketball
saying?
season starting in the middle of football season. Can we have our time?
Well, baseball season started
That's what's
anyway. You know what I'm
disrespectful.
saying? What we doing? No, you know what I'm saying? October's a great
Well,
time for sports. How about that?
I'm about
All
to be
right.
this. I'm about to be disrespectful. It's
Let's
old man
roll.
time.
Yeah, let's roll this.
Oh, Lord.
Let's roll these schedules real quick for old man get out of here.
All right, we got Minnesota at Los Angeles on Thursday night.
Oh, that's
Minnesota.
easy. Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
Minnesota.
I'm going Minnesota.
yeah, I'm going Minnesota.
We got Philly at Cincy.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough game.
We'll come back to that one. Baltimore, Cleveland. I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
no-brainer.
I'm going
Same
Baltimore.
as Winston
Ravens.
starting.
Are we
Yeah, so
sure?
you got either W. Oh,
Yeah,
either
they
W
announced it.
start.
Did
Cleveland
they?
announced
Okay.
that Jameis Winston was starting.
So
Yeah, James
DTR is
Winston.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
All right.
I know they said DTR was a backup, so I was curious about that. I know he hurt his finger.
Yeah, he's Jameis Winston starting.
Cool. Oh,
All right, you got Tennessee at Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit. That's easy.
Who?
Yeah. Tennessee at
Tennessee and
Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh, yeah, Detroit.
Arizona at Miami.
Arizona.
Give me
I'm taking
Arizona.
Arizona.
I'm
Arizona.
I'm the lone
And
wolf. I'm going with the dogs.
Miami's a favorite right now.
And Miami's
but it's
at home too.
3 at home.
So is Tua coming back for that game?
Yeah, he's
Not-
coming back, but not this week.
Not this
No,
week.
not this
He
week.
coming
Okay, it's
back.
next week. Okay.
All right, you got Jets at New England.
That's
Jets.
easy win for the Jets.
I'm going with Jets, obviously. Atlanta at Tampa Bay.
I'm going with the
Atlanta.
Falcons. Tampa Bay wide receivers are.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's gonna
Mike
be
Irvin
that's gonna
hurt
be
and
interesting.
Godwin hurt. Yeah, Mike
Done.
Evans
Ah, they
and
did
Both of them
lose
out.
both of their receivers.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
let me get the
gone.
Falcons.
Godwin
So-
and
Yeah.
Evans. Yeah, I might go with
Godwin
Falcons.
Godwin is done for the year. Evans is done
Dislocated
till week
ankle.
11.
Week 11, right?
Mm.
Yeah. All right, you got Green Bay at Jacksonville.
Green
Green
Bay.
Bay.
Green Bay. Mm.
Indianapolis at Houston.
Houston.
Let me get Houston.
Texans.
Yeah, that's the new rivalry of the NFC South. Those teams usually split and they usually win on each other's opponents. They usually win on the visiting field. So,
Yeah, but Indy's at +6 as a visitor right now.
Mm.
Yeah, 6.5. I thought.
Really?
yeah, it's 6 right now.
6.5.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
see 6.
Yeah, New Orleans at
Mm.
the Chargers.
The Chargers
Who's
should.
Chargers
Yeah.
on
Oh,
that
I'm
one.
going Chargers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chargers.
give
I
me
was
the
gonna
Chargers.
say
Give me the
I
Chargers.
don't think Carr's back, and they lost
No.
Olave and
Olave
Rasheed
out
Oh
Jones.
yeah,
too?
Lava got a
Yeah,
Yeah,
Olave
he got a
was out with a
concussion, didn't he?
hamstring. He had a
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
hamstring too,
hamstring.
and a concussion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got no receivers either. NFC South got no receivers. Period.
Except Atlanta, except the Falcons.
They just don't throw him the ball.
All right, we got Buffalo at Seattle.
I'm going with Buffalo
that's
on
gonna
that
be
one.
interesting.
That's gonna be a
At
good
Seattle?
game.
I'm
That's
going
gonna be-
What
Seattle.
time is the game?
Why? The
4 or
Giants
What time
beat
is that
Seattle and
game?
beat them.
4 or
Giants
5.
went there and beat them.
Yeah.
Buffalo, Seattle. Ooh, Buffalo's a
Metcalf not
3-point
playing though.
road
Metcalf is
favorite.
out with a knee injury. Metcalf has a
Yeah,
knee
give
injury.
me. I sure do. Yeah, he hurt his knee
Give me
too.
Buffalo.
He hurt his knee. They had to cart him
Yeah.
off the field.
Sure
Yeah,
did. Give me Buffalo.
Oh yeah. Buffalo.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Buffalo.
All right, Carolina at Denver.
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 Turn
Carolina,
the
bad
TV
week.
off. Turn it
Yeah.
off.
City at Vegas.
KC.
You know what?
KC.
Oh,
You know what?
Yeah, I
You
do
know
know
what?
that. Yeah, I do know the Raiders beat. They've been
Yeah, I think
been
that's gonna
beating
be my
Kansas City.
upset.
Though. They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
The Raiders don't have a quarterback though.
They got Uncle Rico.
Ain't no
When
corner
have
broke his thumb, didn't it?
They got Uncle Rico back.
Mission?
Uncle Rico's back. Yeah.
Mm.
Aiden O'Connell broke a finger on his throwing hand. Uncle Rico's back.
Yeah, he broke his thumb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still go with KC.
Give me Kansas City. Give me Kansas City.
9.5 point road favorites, bro. 9.5 point road favorites.
Yeah, I'm gonna still go with KC.
See, I'm picking straight up, so I don't give a crap about that point spread. Chiefs go win.
All right, got Chicago at Washington.
I'm going with Chicago.
That's gonna be a good one.
Chicago.
I'm going Chicago too.
Daniel's
Chicago and who?
Daniel's not playing because of his ribs.
Daniel Jones not playing. He not. But Mariota came out there Sunday and lit him up.
And clown.
Yeah, but that's the Panthers, though.
Yeah,
that's
he
the
did
Panthers.
look good.
That's the Panthers. Everybody look good against the Panthers, except the Raiders.
I need Washington to take a L anyway, so give me Chi-Town.
We need the Eagles to take one too.
I love to see it. That's gonna be a good one.
You ain't gonna get that.
All right, we got Giants at Pittsburgh.
You know Pittsburgh don't Peter roll them.
Yeah, it be Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's gonna be an ass whooping right there.
This might be one of the easiest weeks to pick.
All right, let's go back to the Cincy Philly game. The line is pretty close. It's only 2.5 points. So actually, it means
that's a pick.
Philly's the favorite. Yeah, that's really.
I'm taking the Bengals actually.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Bengals too.
I'm taking the Bengals actually.
Not though. I'm taking my Birds, boy. Things coming together. Got 2 warm-up games to come back for Cincinnati.
And then the last but not least, Cowboys in San Francisco.
That's our get right game. I'm taking the Cowboys. I'm telling you, we got to get right. That's the
I'm
get
with
right
Bug,
game.
man. It's gonna be a get right game.
That's the get right game.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't. I just hope they don't embarrass me again. I leave Friday, so.
But the thing is, the Cowboys are 3-0 on the road. They play better on the road than at home right now.
So let me ask y'all this: do it seem like this team struggle with speed on turf?
Yes.
Yes.
Because the defense is slow. We've been saying that.
Yeah. On grass, they solid on grass.
They solid.
Yeah. But on turf, their speed show up, but they be behind them receivers.
I told you the safeties are the problem.
Yeah, Malik Hooker need to be on the bench. They need to put Wanya. They need to let Wanya have that spot.
They need to have Wanya out there, and they need to trade Wilson to the Bengals and let Bell play strong safety. He can cover and he can hit, and he's bigger.
Yeah.
Y'all know damn well ain't nobody trading nobody.
The Bengals need safety help, and I would trade Wilson in a heartbeat. That's just me.
Little cab, Kelly. Little cab.
Well, it's been a wonderful.
So I gotta ask. Defensive injuries for Dallas. Is Micah back? Yes or no?
We don't know. He said
game
time decision.
Game time decision. Bland the game time decision. Carson the game time decision.
So Trent Williams is back. We know McCaffrey's out. What's up with Debo? He was in the hospital this week, right?
Hospital today.
He got released.
But he had the flu.
Yeah.
And Ayuk's done for the year, right?
Yeah, Ayuk is gone. Kittle's had a knee injury too. Kittle's had a knee injury.
He's been off and on all year with the knee injuries, though.
The thing is, Trent Williams needed to get suspended because he threw a punch.
When he did or did not?
He did. When Tristan Hill threw a punch, he got suspended. See, that's
problematic.
Yeah, but Trent stay doing that though, man.
You know what I'm
saying? He does.
He's been doing that for years. He's been doing that since Washington.
Trent Williams.
Yeah, he's been doing that since Washington, man. He'll throw a punch. He'll punch you square in the face.
Always on a little guy though. Never on a big dude, but always on a little guy. Man, I don't.
He's a bully.
The reason I asked that, man, I want to know what Dallas is going to do for their D line because Mason is look decent. You know what I mean?
You didn't
And
hear
I
we
feel
signed
like
a UFL player, baby. We signed a
who?
UFL defense. What's the cat name from
I don't know.
the
He
UFL?
stayed injured too. I don't even know.
Dalton. Yeah, we signed Jalen Dalton, whatever his name is. Yeah, we great. We fine.
UFL.
we like
you said,
like our guy.
You said UFL.
Listen, we
said
gonna put 8
UFL.
guys in the box.
I said UFL.
In the box. I'm pretty sure Bland's gonna
Yeah,
play, right?
You know
They're
what?
not gonna have any wide receivers. You put 8 men in the box, it's damn to beat you. That's
Yeah.
it. That's what you're gonna have to do. Bland's on one side, Diggs on the other. You're not gonna Jenkins may not even play either. So you figure who they have to throw to. Put 8 men in the box. Say I dare you to run it. I dare you to
You
throw
talking
him.
about Jennings?
Jennings
Jennings
got hurt too, didn't he?
He got hurt. They
Juwan
all
Jennings
got hurt.
Nah, they just got to run the ball. Well, I mean,
That's what
hey,
I'm
if they run
saying.
the ball, that's going to be trouble
But
for y'all.
still, though, I would still put 8 men in the box and dare them to run.
Yeah,
They're not gonna throw.
man.
Purdy looked bad. Purdy looked bad.
Purdy looked bad, dude.
He looked
like
bad.
Purdy looked bad.
He had to have a conversation, a closed door conversation with Shanahan after the game.
Yeah, Purdy looked
He looked so bad.
Yeah.
I'm putting 8 in the box. I dare you to throw the ball.
I'm conflicted right now, right?
I hope.
My mind tells me take Dallas, right? But my
you
heart,
sound like R. Kelly right now. You sound like R.
my
Kelly. My
cold, dead heart says I can't take Dallas in Levi Stadium. I just can't do it.
You know, before the last 4 years, we used to own them in Levi Stadium. We used to own them. Dak used to own the 49. You used to own them. It's time to reverse the curse.
The key word you just said was
I know,
used to.
You know what?
But yeah, we got to reverse the curse.
I'm taking Dallas. There's just so many injuries on San Fran, and I know how San Fran does when they have injuries. That's not well, right? They don't have their big stalwart on the left tackle. Purdy has not been looking like, Purdy of the past. Give me Dallas, man.
And it's 8 o'clock on Sunday night. We rarely lose on Sunday night. At 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean that's a 5 o'clock game for y'all. Well,
I'm just saying,
6
it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be tuned in.
Everybody gonna be tuned in. That's the problem.
I'll be tuned in for sure.
Jerry gonna say something crazy before the game. I guarantee you right now, Jerry gonna say something crazy before the game. Just watch.
Yeah.
The moment rapper strikes again.
Yeah.
Well, all right then. Well, it was a wonderful show.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody that came on the show tonight. Can we let our guest, Mr. Cowboy Nation, take us out tonight?
Cool. All right. So, thank everybody, for showing up. We're gonna give a shout out to our unofficial sponsor, Magic City, in the building.
With the baby oil,
with the baby oil, with the lace baby oil.
We got baby oil in Magic City, Johnson & Johnson.
Good grief.
All I gotta say is, in 2 weeks, I know Nikki, you coming to Atlanta, aren't you?
Oh, that's gonna be hot.
Yeah, we got parties all over the city that weekend.
I know that's gonna be crazy.
So, yeah, we about to go get some lemon pepper wings from Magic City.
Oh, I bet. Magic Mondays too. Magic Mondays, baby.
All right. With that being said,
I'm coming to Dallas. I'll be in Dallas, I think November 8th and 9th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, if I ain't mistaken.
You gonna
for
leave
the Philly game?
You gonna leave right before the Birds game?
Yeah, I'm at to leave right for the Birds game. I got a nephew that plays football down there, and they honoring him their senior night. So yeah, I'm pulling up down there to show my nephew.
Congrats!
I think I'm coming out there on the 9th through the 11th. That Saturday night through Monday morning. Okay. So I might see you there.
Yeah, I think I'll be there Saturday. I think I'm coming back Sunday morning.
Okay.
So I'll be there Friday and Saturday.
All right. Well, I'll let you know if I get in town.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Hit me up. We can, we can do a little something.
We had to have Nick had to have Nick show for us around.
Y'all gonna do a little something, huh?
Do a little something.
With that being said, it's good night, everybody. See y'all next week.
All right.
Peace. God bless.
Have a good night.